So I may have bought another amp. I know I just bought an amp and I called it the best amp I've ever played, the Angle Retro Tube, and I still think it's the best amp I've ever owned. But this came up secondhand about 15 minutes from where I live, and I kind of had to get it. I probably shouldn't have gotten it, but I got it anyway. I bought this. Came in a road case as well, CNC road cases, great Australian road case maker. And I think this amp originally was also owned by another friend of ours. And I think we did a podcast and a video with him, and I linked to it up here, Jack Hudson. Now, in the last video, in a RetroTube kind of first look video, people were complaining that it took too long to get to the actual amp. So let's get to the actual amp. How am I going to do this? Let's put this down here. So, this came up secondhand, not far from here. I always wanted an amp by this amp maker, and yeah, it was a good price, and I thought, I gotta get it. And it is, in a snug hard case, the Bogner Shiva. EL34 Bogner Shiva. Can I move this out of the way? Yeah, let's move this out of the way. Let's get a bit closer. So, actually, let's move the seat up. So I don't have to lift it as high. Yes, because it's still heavy. Now, EL34 amp, cool. I don't know if you can sort of see the toe legs. You can kind of maybe see it here. It's got these sort of yin-yang looking spirally kind of Bognery thingies on it. 2 channels. What do we have here? Let's have a look. So we've got volume, we've got bass treble, which is for the clean channel, I believe, with a bright switch. And then you've got the dirty channel here. You've got gain, bass, mids, and treble. And you've got volume 2 for channel 2. And there's a bright switch 2. And this is a mid shift, I think. So it changes where the mid sit. And then you have a second volume, which is a boost, which is foot switchable too. And I do have the foot switch here. It's not the reverb. It does have reverb in it. It's not the reverb version. But it has a switch anyway, but it doesn't really matter, does it? And then you have master volume and presence and sort of 3-way on switch. And then if we look in the back, yeah, it looks like this. And we have, I'm guessing that's the channel selector rotary. Where is it? I guess that's how you select a channel. We'll find out. Let's put it down to channel 1. But we're going to put the foot switch in anyway. You have, what is this? Oh, that's a foot switch. Boost and channel select foot switch. You've got an effects loop. And you have an effects loop with 2 different volume sends. So you have one that goes to rack units and one that goes to pedals. So one that's, I guess, more line level and one that's more of a guitar level kind of thing, which is pretty cool. With a return, you have a, this is a power amp in. So if you just want to, if you have 2 of those, for example, and you want to just use one as a slave, you can do that. Or I guess if you want to use a different preamp and just use the power amp of this, which is kind of cool. We have 2 speaker outputs with a selectable ohmage thingy-dingy, fuses and power. Yes, I always wanted a Bogner amp. I've been a fan of Bogner amps in the virtual realm. So in lots of different amp sims that I've done videos of. I always liked the sound of the Bogner amps in it. And I've always liked when I've seen anyone, if you've seen live concerts or something like that with anyone playing Bogner amps, I always thought, oh, that sounds really cool. I need to get myself a Bogner amp. And now I did. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. So how about today, for what I just thought we'll do is we'll just quickly plug this in, run through it. If there are any particular things you want to see me do with this, Alex and I probably will do a full video of it down the track at some stage. I'll also definitely do some sort of a comparison. No, there's a road case in the way. Can you see it? Here. With the RetroTube, because they're both EL34, I guess somewhat sort of hot rodded Marshall kind of style amps to a certain degree. So I might do a comparison between those 2 just to see what the difference is. But Yeah, I reckon I'm going to just plug it in now. Let's maybe use a couple of different guitars, 1 or 2 different guitars, see what it sounds like and go from there. So see you in a sec. So I'm all plugged in now, and to begin with, I'm going to use this Aerodyne Telecaster. There's a full video for it up there. Now I'm going via my Peterson Strobosome tuner, which is always on my desk, into the front of this amp, and then out of the speaker output into the 2 Notes Captor X, which the lovely people at 2 Notes sent to me. And there's a full video on the Captor X that you can watch up here. And I'm currently using these Celestion IRs. Now there's an affiliate link to Celestion below, and if you are interested in buying any Celestion IRs, official Celestion IRs, and you buy them via that affiliate link, you're helping out the channel. You're not paying any extra. If the sale's on, you're still getting all that. Everything is the same. You're just helping out the channel. Plus, you don't have to buy the ones I'm using, the IRs I'm using. Any Celestion IRs will do. And then out of this XLR, it goes straight into Logic. Now, let's turn on the power. Let's turn up the master volume a bit and hope we're not too loud and see what it sounds like on the clean channel. I've got the foot switch hooked up. So on the clean channel, no boost. And this is what it sounds like. That's great. That's a nice clean. Let's push the bright switch in. It's a bit too bright for me on the Tele. So I guess you only have bass and treble. That's the 2 options you have. Oh, and presence. Let's push the input gain a bit more. This is a kind of clean tone I like, sort of on the edge of breakup. So if you dig in, there's a bit of gain there if you go to the bridge pickup. Crunches up a bit. I like that clean. That's a great clean. Now let's boost that and see what happens. So let's push the boost. It gets a bit darker. Boost makes it darker. That's interesting. Let's push it more and see how far we can take this clean channel. Actually, I've got to turn the input gain here down a bit. And let's turn the master up a bit more. Just checking if I'm picking anything here, but the 2 Notes is still in the yellow bits. Oh, actually, thank you, calendar. It's a lot of gain there. Now I'm pushing it. It goes red when you push it a bit. Let's turn that master volume down a bit because I'm pushing it a bit. Okay, let's crank the gain. Oh, this is cranked. Oh, so it's not quite centered. Okay. So this is full gain, bridge pickup. And then let's boost that. Because very spongy. But I mean, I'm pushing the crap out of it. So. Yeah, it goes kind of darker with the boom. Sounds good though, but in all honesty, I liked it sort of like there somewhere. That, and then you boost it. That's pushing the power amp section. That's a sort of AC/DC territory. That sounds great. So maybe let's bring that back a bit and have that. So that's clean channel. That's where I would put the clean channel. Let's go to dirty channel. It's a bit darker, like with the boost. That sounds great. Again, I mean, actually, let's try the bright switch on there. Actually, I don't mind a bright switch on the dirty channel. It's almost a bit dark. Let's go bright switch. Let's try that mid switch. Nah. Actually, it's not bad, but you get with it out. I prefer it out. EQ, I mean, again, EQ. Gain it up. Yeah. That's a great rhythm, dirty rhythm channel. Sounds great. Bass and mids down a little bit. It's a slightly darker sounding amp, but maybe it's an EL34 thing. I don't know. I don't use that many amps with EL34s, but I know with the angle back there, the retro tube, it was a little darker too. So maybe just because I'm more used to using 606 style amps or 6V6 or you know that sort of stuff, maybe they're a bit brighter. I don't know. I'm not sure with all that sort of stuff. Let's gain it up some. It's fat. I mean, single coil Tele bridge pickup, it fattens it up beautifully. It's noisy, but I mean, I'm right next to it as well. Actually, let's use the gate in the... So we're using the gate in the Torpedo. It's fat. It sounds fantastic. Okay, gain full. Let's boost that gain. Ah, okay, now you've got the volume, separate volume for the boosted gain. Well, now I need to relearn the gate. Yeah, so the threshold has to go up. I've just got the app up on here because it's connected. That's a great, it's fat. It's really fat. There's a rhythm sound, you kick in boost. Lead boost, which gives you volume boost as well. That sounds great. All right, let's humbuckers quickly. All right, humbuckers, and this is my Fender Modern Jazzmaster made in Japan killer guitar. There's sort of a first impressions kind of video of that up there. I love this thing. Into the clean channel, the same sound, the same setting that it had before with the Tele, and it sounds like this. That's a lovely clean sound. I mean, that's sort of, for humbuckers is probably where I would set it. Let's boost that. Let's push the clean. Maybe let's do the bright switch. That sounds good with the bright switch. Let's boost that. It's so fat. That sounds great. Let's quickly crank the clean channel. Let's boost that. I would set some here. If you want a super pristine clean, you may have to compensate somewhere with the master volume, with humbucker. But that's lovely. All right, let's dirty channel, the same settings from before. So fat. Great sounding channel. Crank. I mean, this would be ridiculously loud probably through a speaker box already. I'm going through a 2-note, so and I can hear it struggling. It tightens up if you bring the master volume down a little bit. Yeah, that's not really my thing. The bass is quite powerful. It makes it go quite spongy as you turn it up. It definitely tightens up a lot more if you turn it down a bit. Anyway, enough of this. I could go on for hours. That was a quick first look at another new amp I bought, the Bogner Shiva. Yeah, so if there's anything in particular you want to see with this amp, Alex and I might do a full video of it at some stage. I think that's a killer sounding amp. I always wanted a Bogner. I probably shouldn't have spent the money on this, but I did, because I just bought another amp and just bought another guitar as well and all this stuff. But yeah, okay, I bought another amp, bought a Bogner. You'll see it back here. I think it may go where the Fender is at the moment. But anyway, I'm going to be redoing a lot of this anyway here in the back. So this will look a little bit different in the coming months anyway, hopefully before the end of the year. On that note, thank you to the lovely people at Two Notes, yeah, and everyone else, and all you lovely people for watching this. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if there's anything you want me to do with this. Let me know if you've used any Bogner stuff in the past, or if you ever wanted Bogner stuff. I mean, my dream amp would be the Ecstasy, or actually the Überschall. I'd love to try it. The Uber Ultra, whatever it's called now, the new one, the slightly new one, the Uber Ultra. That would be kind of cool. I love all that sort of super high gainy stuff. I know I'm not a super high gainy chugga chugga guy, but I still love that sort of stuff. So yeah, let me know if there's anything in particular you want me to do with this. And thanks for watching, and please make sure to subscribe and all that sort of stuff. And see you in the next one. Bye.